I hope you know how proud your principal is of you. Surviving high school is no easy task, and we didn't want it to be easy. We wanted you to learn, we wanted you to grow, and we wanted you to be ready for your future. Meanwhile, attaining excellence in academics, becoming self-directed learners, honing your life skills, and gaining greater respect for yourself and others. Your teachers and I feel certain that you have done this. As I have become acquainted with you, I've been impressed at your maturity, your intelligence, and your wisdom. I'm confident that you will be successful in your future endeavors because you've been successful here. And really, that's life's secret. Wherever you are, do what you need to do it well, and then move on to your next task. As you do so, I ask you to remember your roots. That throughout your life, wherever you go to study, to serve, to work, you represent your community here, your school, your family, in addition to yourself. Make us proud. Now it's my pleasure to invite Mrs. Donna Kellogg, Superintendent of Schools for the Rim of the World Unified School District, to come up. Mrs. Kellogg.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Good evening. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you the Board of Trustees for Rim of the World Unified School District. Mr. Scott Markovich, President. Mrs. Tammy DeCrue, Clerk. Mr. Bob Gladwell, Trustee. Dr. Leslie Bramson, Trustee. And Mr. David Erlinger, Trustee. I am very proud to work for a Board of Trustees that puts our students first. I can truly say that as a group, all of their decisions are based on what's best for our kids. So graduates, it's finally graduation. Such an exciting day. I remember as a senior, I didn't want to participate in my graduation. I didn't care. I thought it was going to be long and boring. But my parents made me, and good for them, because I learned a valuable lesson in that you should always celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. You are validating your success and the fact that you have reached a goal. Congratulations, class of 2012. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. David Erlinger to join me.
Welcome. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Good, good. It is customary at ceremonies like this that we shut off our phones. However, I don't like customs, and I'm asking all of you, and all of you, who have a smartphone to turn it on and to go to the website from Rim of the World Unified School District. That address is www.k12.ca.us. On there you'll see a little hyperlink that says, click here and send Sacramento a message. And by clicking there, you can insert your name and send a letter to our governor that says, I ask you to make public education a top priority in the state of California. And despite the fact that California has the 9th largest economy in the world, California ranks 47th in per pupil spending, and over the last 4 years has cut or deferred $20 billion from education. Okay? Our students are our future. Please protect their education, and please get on your phones and let them know that we care. Thank you.
This time I would like to invite Rim High School, class of 2012, valedictorian Nathan Ramos and his parents to come forward. Would Mr. and Mrs. Ramos also come forward, please?
Popular, huh? She was telling me
All right. All right, cool. Oh, wow.
Okay, let's see here. No. 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 Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding, it's right here. The last 4 years have been quite a ride. We've all had our ups and downs, but what I really want to say is, I'm better than you.
Oh, Jesus.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Seriously, we all shared the last 4 years together. We've all had our own trials and tribulations, our own joys and sorrows. We come from different cliques, different places, different walks of life. We have among us athletes, band kids, drama kids, honor students, art, ceramics, and photography students, yearbook kids, and leadership kids. We're all moving out into the great unknown. Some of us will be wildly successful. And let's be honest, some of us won't. Like my friends, Andrea McDade, Samantha McMurrin, Blake Scullen, Janet Lee, and Emily Mas Vasquez. They're not going anywhere. Just kidding. But seriously, we've all had good times here. We remember cheering on our friends in a CIF game. We remember that one special teacher that inspired us to make something of our lives. We remember our first love, our first heartbreak, the feeling of independence that comes from getting your driver's license, or the satisfaction of knowing that the fist is indeed better than Eric Dahlquist's hegemony. We're on the threshold of the world. This is the final time that we will all be together. We're leaving our friends and loved ones behind, possibly for good. We're fast becoming true adults. But don't forget that sometimes it's okay to be a child again. It's okay to have fun, to be immature sometimes, within reason. Don't think that high school is the best time of your life, because it's not. You have hopefully many years left. But don't waste a second of it thinking that the best is behind you. You have hopefully, don't get stuck in the past and don't get obsessed with the future. Live in the present, learn from the past, and plan for the future. You have the power to do anything, within reason. So here's the part where I thank people. I promise it won't be too long. First, I would like to thank the faculty and staff of Rim of the World Unified School District for doing so much for the students. Give them a round of applause.
I wish I could.
I would like to thank the administration of Rim High School for doing an excellent job in keeping this school running smoothly. Give them a round of applause. would like to especially thank the following teachers: Leanne McCreary, Adrian Williams, Lori Schoner, John Arner, and Cindy Longworth. And Mr. Statemeyer. You five have inspired me and taught me more than any of my other teachers. You are all excellent teachers in every sense of the word. I would also like to thank all the parents and families in here for supporting us, taking care of us, and loving us when we need it. Give it up for the families.
That's okay.
I would like to thank
You're
my
good.
own family. Mom, Dad, Aaron, my various cousins, aunts, and uncles, and my grandmother for pushing me to do my best and always showing me my true potential. I love you.
You need
I would
3
also like to
hands.
thank the rest of the Rim Drama family. You guys have enabled me to come out of my shell a little bit, and it's been a pleasure working with all of you. Thank you so much for being my friends. I love you all. I would also like to thank Chuck and Megan Mara. I have worked alongside them for the past 3 years as they tirelessly devoted themselves to our various plays and musicals and our PAC. You two have taught me so much and have done so much for me and the rest of the drama students. I look up to both of you as role models and mentors. I am truly grateful I got to work with you two. I would also like to thank, in no particular order, Samantha McMurrin, Andrea McDade, Janet Lee, Blake and Alex Scullin, Eric Dahlquist, Nicole Bartholomew, Savannah Ryan, Melina Mas Vasquez, Lauren Hopper, and Stephanie Milton. Thank you all for being so awesome. Especially you, Stephanie. You're the reason I'm valedictorian. You inspire me. Thank you, Joey Tan, for being the coolest exchange student ever. To anyone whom I've forgotten, thank you for being so memorable. Last but not least, I thank God for creating me, giving me strength, and watching over me. Seriously, I probably should have died a horrific death by now. It's a miracle I'm still here. In closing, I can't drive well, I can't throw a simple 6-inch cylinder on a potter's wheel, I'm socially awkward, I can't paint, I can't build, I can't find my way to the correct door, Janet has to fix all my mistakes, but I'm the best Rim High has to offer. There's only one thing left to say. Tonight, we are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
That's awesome. His name?
Our first salutatorian that we'd like to recognize tonight is Andrea McDade. Would Andrea, as well as Mr. McDade, Miss McDade, and Miss Koopman, please come forward.
Or you want to use those professional?
It's nice.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Good evening, administrators, faculty, parents, and whoever else is wishing they were somewhere else at the moment. And welcome to Rem High's Class of 2012 graduation. These past 4 years have definitely been a journey that I'm sure none of us anticipated. We all remember our first day of high school. Everyone was really tall, and it was intimidating. 4 years later, I'm proud to say I am no longer intimidated, but everyone is still really, really tall. And I particularly remember my first day on this mountain as well, which for some of you was the day you were born, but for me was halfway through middle school. I remember thinking that everyone here was so close-knit and there was no way I could find a niche. Now, however, I can see this community for what it really is, and I see that in some ways I was right. Everyone is incredibly close, but it's not impossible to be included, and this small area has now given me the best friends I could ever ask for, many of whom I am honored to graduate with today. As we move forward, it is important to remember that these 4 years will not necessarily be the best years of our lives, but they are the years that helped us develop our personalities and gave us a taste of the real world, and most importantly, taught us how useful copy and paste can be. I could say we will all be the world's next leaders, but our class is taking a different path. Even back then, the Mayans knew we wouldn't be the typical class. We're taking the world with us. Even as we go our separate ways, we can all remember that we are the class of 2012. We are unique, and no one can bring us down. And now I would like to take a moment to thank a few many people who helped me to achieve even my craziest dreams. Thank you to my family for always supporting me. To my friends, thank you for so many laughs, for all the inspiration, and for more amazing moments than I can even begin to describe. And to my teachers, thank you to Mr. Ware, Mrs. Rigney, and Ms. McCreary in particular for helping me shape into the person I am today. And lastly, I would like to especially thank Mr. Faust. As part of the last class you've taught up to this point, I'm sure I speak on behalf of many of us when I say you're an inspiration. Your positive attitude is a reminder to never give up, and your sarcasm is an added bonus. And now to leave you all with an incredibly cliche quote that, despite its cheesiness, is one of my favorites. And in the end, it is not the years in your life that matter, but the life in your years. Always strive to add more life to your years. Congratulations, class of 2012. We made it out alive.
Beautiful thing. So wish I had a third hand to clap.
Our next salutatorian is Wyatt Walsh. We would like to invite Wyatt and Mr. and Mrs. Walsh to please come forward.
Ruben. Alright. That's really good. The other one's going to stay here.
Fighting Scots. We sit here in the shadow of greatness. Many great men and women have walked across this stage. We have officially finished our time as students at Rem High. Yes, we have finally reached this point. And as we get called up here, one by one, take a little wave at the crowd, and then turn and walk back across, it will be as graduates, not students. This marks the beginning of our new lives. We have a lot to live up to. Chances are, this will be the last time that all of us will be together in the same place. After this, many of us will be going our separate ways. Surely, Some will end up farther away than others. But whether we leave here entirely or simply leave Rim High School, though, change is definitely in the air. I am sure we can all feel the excitement, sense the tension. And I don't know about you guys, but I sure like that new diploma smell. As a matter of fact, some of my classmates looks like sharks just got a whiff of fresh blood. And I'm glad I'm not handing out the diplomas because it's going to be a feeding frenzy up here in a couple minutes. Seriously though, this occasion definitely calls for celebration, but I think that some of us are more eager to move on than others. The world is full of people who have told us our entire lives that high school will be the best time we'll ever have. And I'll be the first to admit that I enjoyed much of my time here at RIM. But do we really want our best years to be behind us already? It is true that there will be bigger challenges ahead. But I know you guys, and I also know that we have not reached our full potential yet. We are all well aware that to leave the mountain and move on, you literally have to go downhill. But isn't expecting life to go downhill when we move on the wrong attitude to have? So if you're a glasses half-empty type person or a pessimist, please just keep it to yourselves because you're dragging the rest of us down. None of us are certain of the future, so let's not fret over those little odds and ends. As a good friend of mine once said, those things work themselves out. Some of us are the exact opposite though, huh? Some of you did not enjoy high school, and getting your diploma is like getting paroled. It's your get out of jail free card. You're the ones in vicious predator mode right now, and the folks in the stands are going to wonder if they came to a high school graduation or the zoo. Not that there's that much of a difference to begin with. But no matter how enthusiastic we are right now, it's a new beginning for all of us. High school, whether good or bad, is only the base camp. It's a long climb called life. So when you look back, let's make sure that this place seems much lower than what we have achieved. When we step off this podium, it will be with great memories of high school, but even greater hopes and ambitions for the years to come. There are much greater heights in the world than the mountains above San Bernardino. And ultimately, the people who are the class of 2012 will not be remembered for the pranks we pulled or the jokes we made in English class. Maybe a little bit, but the people we have become, the help of our community and our education, our lasting impact is what sticks in people's memory. Our achievements, our successes, and our character, that is why we will be remembered as one of the best classes to ever come through Rim High. We have all truly been blessed with so much, so I would like to thank all of those teachers, all of those coaches, all of our families, and all the members of the community who have helped shape us into the people we have become. And I would like to promise that you have not heard the last from us. Even here as we graduate, we are poised to do great things. This moment is one of great change, but it is also one of great opportunity. And as I look around and see everyone that is here behind me, I know that this opportunity will not be wasted. We have come this far, we have done this much, and having the great honor and the pleasure to know all of you, I can say with certainty that our best days are not behind us. We have some big shoes to fill, yes, but the class of 2012 has some pretty big feet. You know, this school is very aptly named. Looking at the view from the front parking lot, it truly does feel like you're on the rim of the world. I bet some faces just lit up, realizing why the school is named what it is for the first time. Better 4 years late than never, I guess. Anyway, we have conquered the first major milestone of our lives. We are already at the top of the world. So let's use our height advantage. No matter what life throws at us, we will always have the preparation and support of this school, of this community, and of this place. We must not lose sight of our roots because things change, but who we are does not. We may become rich and famous, it's a good possibility, or we may barely get by. Those things are temporary, however, because we will always be from Rim of the World,
So cute.
we will always be fighting Scots, and we will always be the class of 2012. Thank you.
We would now like to welcome the Rim High School Concert Choir as they perform Seize the Day.
Lexi's singing the same thing I am.
Don't be afraid and don't delay. Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Rise and seize the day.
Choir was incredible.
Now is the time to seize the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me Dr. Leslie Bramson, a member of our school board, who, on behalf of our District Board of Trustees, will be receiving this class. Dr. Bramson, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Rim of the World High School, and under the authority vested in me by the state of California, I would like to present the Rim High School graduating class of 2012 and declare that they have met all requirements as set forth by the board and prescribed by the state to receive a high school diploma. It is my recommendation that the board accept the Rim High School class of 2012 to receive this honor.
Good evening, I'm Leslie Bramson. Many of you will go on to college. Some of you will find great jobs, start businesses, get get married, and begin families. Many of you will consider this time at Rim High School a success. I'd like to speak to the rest of you. In high school, I never got good grades. I never felt I learned anything. I couldn't read. I could barely put a sentence together. And math was a foreign language. I even flunked typing twice. How does one flunk typing? Did I get out of high school? How did I do it? Did I learn anything? Absolutely not. Or at least that's what I thought at the time. I actually learned a lot, but it took me years to realize it. Looking back, little experiences had enormous effects on me. I remember a sewing teacher. She was so impressed with my abilities that she had me make her children's clothes. Big deal? Sewing? Well, before that, I felt worthless. Suddenly, I was a capable individual. It took me a long time to discover how much I'd learned in high school. Eventually, I did go on to college and graduate school. I earned a master's degree, just like the smart kids from my graduating class in high school. I earned a doctorate with honors. Yes, I did learn to read, and I write well. My research is published in international journals, but math is still a foreign language. That's what I have my husband for. Why do I tell you this? I know you've learned far more than you realize, and possibly you've received encouragement from a special teacher or compassion from someone in the counseling office. Maybe a member of the custodial security staff has befriended you and is a role model. Perhaps you learned character from a coach. Wisdom is found by those who can learn from others and can gain from those experiences. Remember those people and the life lessons you learned here at RIM. When you discover who you are supposed to be, persevere until you grow into that person. Never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop dreaming. You can do anything. This evening, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Rim of the World Unified School District, and acknowledging that the Rim of the World High School class of 2012 has met all the requirements and prerequisites as set forth by the Board of Trustees, I hereby accept the class of 2012 and declare this day that you are duly graduated.
Was on the ground. Someone looked it Now they start walking.
Take like 10 pictures of each one.
Each kid.
No, I mean, not each kid, but each one they
Come on, I want to hear it. You got it. Hear what you got. You gotta go, woohoo! That was like the worst part when you walk up and just take everyone in. Yeah. And I was just like getting caught in between them.
Oh, they got the little cowbells.
That was a good idea.
All right. Should have brought my flute. That's a good one.
When we all walk down there, I'm probably going to go with him and go see his nephew. If you want to go see your girl. You know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn Taylor Tanner.
We need a rendezvous point then.
Gabe.
Jesus Adrian Gutierrez.
This is the back there.
Over there?
Although underneath the scoreboard.
Okay.
Let's get crazy
Get
louder.
your camera ready.
Giovanna Gisela Aguilera.
I want to get closer.
Samantha Lee Denton.
Christian Taylor Evans.
Morgan Janine Freitag.
Danielle Mary Getchum.
Antoinette Marie Haggard.
Michelle Hurtado.
Murray or Marie. M-U-R-R-A-Y.
Charlotte Deanna Papp.
Justine Claire McElhone.
Gabriella Dionis.
Still doesn't get as close
Jennifer
as
Basio.
Margaret McCall Potter.
Jacob Allen Johnson.
Michael Anthony Jensen.
Tyler Kent Crosno.
Gabrielle Nicole Embry.
Kyle Gordon McNeil.
Oh, I know that kid.
Dawn Renee Sager.
Taylor Allen Bibby.
Bethany Alicia Mueller.
Jeremy Thomas Jackson.
I knew he was going to ask that. Anything? Oh, you wanted to throw it?
Yeah.
Colin Bruce Evans.
Angelique Marie Walker.
Charles Stewart Bramlett.
Let's go, Charlie! Charlie!
Alan Kirsten Brown.
Is he son? Yeah, he's son.
Kyle Richard Quine.
Let's go, Kyle! Let's go, Kyle!
Melina Hannah Moss Vasquez.
Justin Anthony Soto.
Justin! Atta boy!
Jocelyn Donine Ostrowski.
Way to go, Justin! Way to go, Soto!
Caitlin Marie Rose.
Nicole Christine Bartholomew.
Yeah, Justin!
Alexander Ray Skolin.
Julia Louina Bauerschmidt.
Alexis J. Smithson.
Mallory Diane Faley.
Blake Aaron Skolin.
Charlie!
Summer Lynn Morgan.
That's Eric Roberts.
Savannah Leanne Ryan.
This girl that just got caught, that's Eric Roberts' wife.
The one who's taking a picture right now?
The one that's walking
Wyatt Dennis Walsh.
Samantha Ann McMurrin.
That's supposed to be on the wedding, but I never came.
Austin Robert Gradius.
I got to get
Andrea Lee McDade.
That's our head coach's son. Our head coach for
Really?
That's his son. Gradius.
Rachel Christine Mashburn.
So I was going to say, I was speaking very popular. So
Janet Shinshin Lee.
that's it.
Trevor James Woolery.
Little Trevor! Trevor!
Nathan Paul Ramos.
Heather Christine Husted.
Dalton Dale Clearlock.
Misty Dawn Hellier.
I think they could make sure I can see what they call you. He gets a big cheer right
Cordell Robert Holler.
Robert Vincent Crane.
Yenna Noel Marshall.
Scott Turek.
Can you see their faces through that camera?
A little bit.
Carrie Sizek.
get a few pictures of camping when she does that.
Kyle Matthew Barnett.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet you after the meeting.
Tanner Jacob Smith.
I want to see the love of the people who are popular with this.
Randy Fisher Rousseau.
Lindsay. John.
Katie Nicole Hasselman.
What's up with you? Okay.
Michael David Eshelman.
Deshaun Martin Curtis.
Brandon Michael Carpenter.
Yeah, Brandon! Her confidence. Little boy! That's the second one.
Oscar Perez.
Jake Anthony Els.
Eduardo Guzman Vega.
Renee June Soderholm.
Aaron Alika Burgess.
Savannah Kate Justice.
Tabitha Satra Garcia.
He's not the same person anymore. He's a military.
Blake Bennett LaMagna.
In the grass.
Colin Estes Stenstrud.
Joshua Jerry Thompson.
Look at that blood running. You good, man.
Cole Eileen Ortiz.
Matthew Riley Swim.
Oh, swim. I love that.
Jessica Lynn Sanchez.
Petra Elizabeth Ann Fields.
I didn't know it was supposed to be that.
Samantha Austin Fonseca.
I was never a swim.
Jordan Taylor Drake.
Charles Gary Robles.
Samantha Rose Haver.
Savannah Dakota Macias.
Kayla Marie Goad.
Danny Manuel Castro.
Sarah Nicole Ellico.
Jeremy Noel Jutras.
Alexis Annie Lee Stinzel.
Tyler Aaron
You remember
Pruitt.
her, huh? Who? Lexi. Oh, that's Lexi. Look at her.
Jessica Morgan Limpus.
Jennifer Lisa Vega.
Eduardo Chavez.
Jordan Doyle Layton.
Alexander Philip Kinnick.
Joseph Jean Williams.
Beth Ann Wren.
So happy for all these kids.
Alex Xavier Flores.
Haley Mariah Morick.
Jason Burnell.
Austin Fraser Smith.
Oh, I thought that was
Evan Paul Flores.
Who was Austin Smith? Huh? Who was Austin Smith? Who's Austin Smith?
Brandon Luke Downey.
Evie Catherine Flores.
Who is Austin Smith?
Carlos Manuel Martinez.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa!
Gustavo Oliveros.
You little bastard!
Brennan Tyler Weist.
Brennan up, Brennan! It's going down. Hey, y'all close and then we're up. No way, Brennan! Yeah, you look. I put it on my hand, you don't know who I am.
Lucas Jerome Aya.
Yeah, he was for a second when you guys are coming. I got the picture of him looking, so.
Kelly Logan Kerr.
Colby Alexander K.
I got
Okay, she's looking for you. I love you too. She's right
Joseph
there.
Allen Gertschman.
Hey, what's up, brother? Casey, happy gate.
Don't. I will. I will.
Colin James Neckerman.
There's Captain Marcel.
Joseph
Yeah.
Scott Shifter.
She's coming up right now.
And I'll tell you what.
I'll get a bunch of her.
Austin Anthony Montgomery.
Yeah!
Katie Ann Connect.
She just waved to me.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
She sees the orange.
Mary Allison Hallmark.
Hey, yo, Austin for me.
Austin!
Let's see later.
Jesse Dakota Parker.
So that's for Dylan, too.
Yeah, right.
Elizabeth Marguerite Schmidt.
Happens to draw after this girl on the right side.
So like tier 1, she's going.
Haley Maureen Smith.
To see her little purse.
That's her right there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Autumn Marie Raymond.
Harley Walker Welch Morrison.
I already got one picture.
Catherine Elizabeth Murray.
Go, Catherine!
Lauren Elizabeth Stiff.
Cameron Allen Giles.
Yellow game.
Catherine!
Lisa Gladkaya.
Like an embarrassing.
I got like 4.
Christine Ann Ingram.
Trust me, I can shoot you off, but I can get pretty loud.
Abigail Ganell Rutherford.
Megan Marie Bauer.
Jamie Nicole Robbins.
Miranda Lee Ballinger.
Emily May Turner.
Cheyenne Imani Clinton.
Olivia Michelle Clark.
Adriana Kayabi Beckard.
Are they on the last row or second to last row?
Max and Rivik Yakov.
Second to last. Let's see a row behind him.
Third to last.
Who? Josephine Radine Tello.
I don't know. We might take Carlos out to dinner. I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Kelly Elizabeth Mergard.
Hey, seriously, come take it. You're gonna take this lane. You're being there. We'll make that.
Alejandra Garola.
Yeah, who's gonna go there?
This guy, Brett Fabian, I know will be there.
Alexis Jane Goniewski.
And then
Who's taking the car? Who's driving?
yeah.
Who's taking
Garrett Thomas
Well, we're
Nelson.
coming up from down the hill. We're gonna be down the hill. Everybody's gonna ride. Yeah, probably.
Jennifer
If not,
Vanessa Cover.
I'll see if I can do it.
What's your truck?
Jose Luis Lopez.
It's a totally calm. Yeah. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I probably wouldn't be going
Randy